What is White Cane Day? Why would we even celebrate this? And how can we bring these celebrations into our classrooms? That is exactly what we are going to be doing in this video today. And you definitely don't want to miss the very last idea for celebrating, because it is honestly the most fun and possibly the easiest. Welcome back to the channel. I'm Cassie Maloney, and I'm so glad to be here with you. I'm an orientation and mobility specialist and the founder of Allied Independence. We help TVIs, O&Ms, and teachers in general to increase the independence of their learners with visual impairments through 21st century teaching techniques. And today we are walking through what is White Cane Day, why do we celebrate it, and how can we celebrate it? So let's start with the first one. What is White Cane Day? White Cane Day happens on October 15th every single year, and it actually is in the middle of the month of October, which you may not know is Blindness Awareness Month. Now, Blindness Awareness Month strives to increase the awareness of people with visual impairments and their rights, also the capabilities that they have. Some organizations take on Blindness Awareness Month to mean that they are going to be advocating for prevention of blindness, or they're going to be teaching on what causes blindness. Either way, really, it's all about awareness and understanding that people with visual impairments are people and they can do the same things that everybody else can do. It just looks a little different. So let's get back to White Cane Day. Why did this all begin? Well, back in the day, let's go all the way back to 1964. Lyndon B. Johnson put into law the White Cane laws, and then Congress passed the proclamation saying that October 15th was White Cane Day. It's really a day where we celebrate people with visual impairments and all of their achievements and how they get around and everything that makes people with visual impairments super cool, because there are so many things that make people with visual impairments just like top notch, amazing, super cool. Now, what we want to do with White Cane Day is raise that awareness, spread the celebration. And how can we do that? If you're a classroom teacher and you are just getting a student with a visual impairment in your class, maybe for the first time, or if you are a teacher of students with visual impairments, or you're an orientation and mobility specialist, you will love these ideas. So I have 3 top tier ideas for you. The first being to start small. When you are celebrating with your learner, it doesn't have to be big. I've seen a lot of really great ideas where the learner makes a postcard, or they make like a cookie that has some braille on it, or they make a pretzel stick that is covered in white chocolate and that acts like a cane, and they just give them out. Just walking around your student's school campus and spreading the word of like, hey, I have a visual impairment. This is what it is. This is how it affects me. That's really all that you need to do. It can be so simple. Now, if you want to get to be a little bit bigger, then you can have a group activity. Now, this group activity can be wild. It can involve the entire city. You guys can march all the way from City Hall down to a park. You can go all the way into getting a clown bounce house. You can make it a huge, huge production. In Austin, Texas, the White Cane Day that is celebrated there is one of the biggest in the nation. There's typically about 900 people with visual impairments that gather, and they'll do a march, and then they have a big celebration the whole day. But you don't have to do it that big. You can make yours a small group activity. You can get an entire class together, and it doesn't matter if it's elementary, middle, high school class. Get them all together and do an activity. Here are some activity ideas that you can take and use with your learners. For one, you can do a simple blindfold activity where they're all sitting down and they make a little snack. super simple. Just, of course, don't include peanuts these days. Maybe check if anybody has a wheat allergy, but something like hummus on crackers, where they don't have to cut and they get a little bit of an experience of using utensils, maybe sharing around a table, asking for things, and then they get a little fun snack after. You can also do a little blindfold activity where the student who has a visual impairment shares about their visual impairment and maybe offers to teach some of their friends how to use the guide technique. It's a really simple and popular technique that they can use, and then they can start to begin to advocate for themselves and share a little bit more about their impairment. Now, if you want to go even bigger and like plan something out, you can also make t-shirts, you can make crafts, you can mail things to other people, you can start a pen pal, or you can even have your student get on the announcements and share a little something about themselves. Again, these ideas can be really small, individual, they can be group, or they can be planned out super far in advance. If you'd like, I have made a White Cane Day fun interactive video for you right here on YouTube, so you don't have to go anywhere else. And what it is a true or false game that will bring you through the entire series of questions. There's about 10 of them. It's super duper duper fun that you can share with your learners right now. If you want a fun activity to do, it'll probably take about 10-15 minutes, and then you guys can have the rest of your day. Click the link here and I will put the video up for you, and I hope that you enjoy it. Now, also, whether or not you choose to come hang out with me on that other video, I just want to thank you for spending your time with us and really getting to understand what White Cane Day is and understanding how important it is to spread this awareness. So share this video with your teacher friends and people that you might know. And also, of course, like, subscribe, comment below. Let me know how you are celebrating White Cane Day, because I definitely want to hear from you. All right, I hope that you can take this information and use it to help you take a step forward.